Hello, everybody. Welcome to Night Kids After Dark podcast, episode 23, where it's just gamers talking game stuff and anime and movies. And I'm your host, BTG Plays, joined by Yanonick,
What's happening, everyone?
Professor Daxter,
Hi, everybody.
hey, Dr. Nick, Rainbowkisses,
Hello.
and Lily.
Everybody.
How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Oh.
How was your Labor Day weekend?
I pulled my leg. I pulled my muscle.
You pulled your leg.
Did it make it sound like when someone pulls your finger?
Actually, yes, it did. I heard a pop sound when I was skating. I heard a pop sound in my leg, and that was the end of my skate day.
You know,
Oh,
I feel
no.
like
Did
you're
that
the
way-
most accident
So you-
prone person.
So you
Yo,
you were
for real?
what kind of skating? Roller skating, skateboarding, ice skating, naked skating.
Great question. It was quad skating.
Quad skating?
Quad skating
Is that the inline? Is that the 4 or is that the 2 and 2?
It's four here, four in the back.
What?
Wait,
What?
two.
What?
What?
You got
What?
your roller skates got 8 wheels
Wait a second.
That's
on
why
one
you
pair?
pulled the
Control.
leg. Those
No
wheels
wonder
are
the
heavy
leg
as
gave
heck.
out. No.
Exactly.
No, it's four.
So
two-
specially made for accident prone people? Like you need the extra wheels?
You talking about you're talking about
training wheels. Got it.
you talking about
That's
regular
what it
roller
does.
skating, not
Thank you.
roller blading.
Not rollerblading.
Okay, inline
that's what you-
skating
Oh.
is the other one. Roller
Right.
skating is the regular one. But there's only
Yeah.
4 wheels. I guess 8 if you count both shoes. All right.
Or if you have them on your hands. You might have them on your hands. Who do we know?
Or yeah, you know what? That's
Oh.
true. That is
Is
true.
that how you was skating, Yano?
I'm an
You can put-
innovator.
You
A
can
little
put them on
doggy
your
style?
elbows. They have skates that you can put on your elbows and on your knees, so when you fall, you can still roll out of your fall.
So that's doggy style.
Doggy style.
Well, welcome to the podcast, guys. Thank you for joining us today. You can catch us here if you missed the live episodes on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts. If you just search Night Kids After Dark, leave us a rating, a like, or even a dislike. I don't care what you leave. Just leave something. But we got 6 news stories today. And I missed last week, man. What did y'all talk about last week?
It went by too fast.
How you never are there, you just leave us and go to the grocery store.
I just leave y'all to fend for yourselves.
Thanks, Dad.
He went to go get milk.
That's
right,
hey,
and cigarettes.
it's the only way. Well, I'm back with the milk now, son.
It's
It's been
20
15 years.
We're grown ass kids now, Dad.
Are you in the NBA yet?
Oh,
I
Thanks,
agree.
no. See what happened was I pulled my leg.
Right, oh, you coming from me.
So recently, we just had, what was it? Demon Slayer was in movie theaters, right? Was that like one of the best anime movies that performed in theaters here in the U.S.?
I think.
I think Dragon Ball Z did, right?
Oh shoot, I
Yeah.
forgot about Dragon Ball. So
was
Dragon
the
Ball,
one-
yeah, Dragon Ball.
Z actually did well across the board, not just for anime movies.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It topped
Yeah.
a lot of charts, even regular American movies like Beast with Idris Elba.
Yeah, I was shocked at that actually. I thought everyone
Did
was here for Aegis.
Did you see that movie?
I am here for Idris. No,
I heard that Aegis movie sucked.
It was
Oh.
bad.
I don't know. I don't watch movies. I'm just saying I heard it was bad.
Wait,
I-
so
I
hold on.
watched it.
Time out. that's, that's like saying, "Hey, man, I
Or
just,
maybe it was Train. It might have been Train, that like Bullet Train movie or whatever with
with assassins."
yeah.
Was that with
Oh, with
the
What is
guy-
his name?
Yeah.
J Lo's?
Tom-
No, not
Tom
J
Cruise.
Lo's.
Brad
No,
Pitt.
Brad
Brad
Pitt.
Pitt.
Brad
Pitt.
Pitty.
Brad Pitt. It was Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitty.
Gotcha.
Y'all went through
Okay.
so many different guys.
I know,
to get to
man.
him.
That's so crazy.
We
Well,
all
either
look
way,
the same.
Mark
We all
Wahlberg.
look the same.
either way,
Yeah,
Sword
Mark Wahlberg.
Sword Art Online, the movie announces a release date. So if you guys, anybody's watched if you haven't watched Sword Art Online, I definitely would recommend it. It's a pretty dope anime about
Season one,
VR.
season two.
Yeah. Well, I liked all of them, but definitely season 1 and season 2 are
Really good.
Did
really
y'all
good.
watch the spinoff?
Which
No,
one?
was it good?
Gun
Which
Gale
one?
Online?
Gun Gale was. I liked Gun
I
Gale.
liked Gun Gale.
Yeah, me too. But it's pretty much about VR that's like super real, and they go in there to do these things, but real life shit happens also with that. People die. A lot of
A
people
lot of
die.
people.
Kirito and
For
Asuna
what?
are returning to the big screen in Sword Art Online Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night, which will debut in Japan October 22nd. That's the name of it? Scherzo of Deep Night? Okay. The second film in the Sword Art Online
And no,
Progressive film series?
Oh,
I
it's
didn't know
a
there was a
We're
first
gonna have
one.
to run that back because I didn't even know it was the first one.
Yo, hold on. Sword Art Online Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night, the second film in the Sword Art Online Progressive film series, will be released in theaters throughout Japan October 22nd. The announcement on the film's official website revealed the date alongside a stunning piece of promotional artwork, originally scheduled to debut on September 10th. Producers of the film shared that the production experienced delays due to nationwide spread of COVID. The August 24th advanced film screening also had to be delayed, in addition to the soundtrack. So, yeah, wait, there
so
was a first film?
the first film came out February 2nd, 2017. Really flew underneath the radar. We had no idea of this film.
Was
They
it
was like,
good? I
kids
feel
don't
like
need.
we need to see this.
Professor has his hand up.
I do. All I ask is why do anime movies have the most ridiculous names? Like this is like what Hack's name would have been in the movie. Like it's so long for no reason. And secondly, this movie's only going to be good in my opinion, and if it's based off season 1, season 2. After that, I could care. It's like, yeah, meh.
I
It-
mean, because even the most recent series went back. Well,
It
it
very
looks
much
like
looks like
Kirito.
fantasy, which is what I care about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
looks like Kirito from the first one. Does he have two swords? He always has two swords.
why is my boy Wolverine in there?
Oh, I
I
have
know.
one of his swords.
Oh, you do?
bruh.
You
I
have
do.
one of his swords?
I do.
Gotta go to a lot of people's house and steal stuff.
Hey
Yes.
man.
I also have I have Ichigo's sword as well.
What?
Oh, I guess
The
we
big one?
don't know
Five
Rainbow.
things when you know people who got them.
Which
Exactly.
version do you have?
Personally,
The first one, I believe. Well,
Nice.
it's his Oh, good question.
Bunkai.
I think
Bandai?
that's the one that I have. That's the one with the chain on the end, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I have to look it up. It's a
shoot,
My
it's been
oldest
so
has
long.
the butterfly Shira sword.
I almost bought Sephiroth's katana, like actual handcrafted and all that stuff. It was like $300. I almost bought that, but the thing was 8 foot long, and I
Nothing
didn't really
wrong
have
with
anywhere
it.
to put it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
Manageable
of like
ball.
anime swords, but I know if I buy one, not even just anime swords. Like I always wanted to buy the Master Sword, like a real version of the Master Sword.
Check
From
out Mini Katana.
No, I don't want to check it out because the
See,
reason why I don't have it is because if I start buying them, I'm gonna buy a whole lot more, and I don't want to do that.
I always think
Oh,
the worst as a parent. Like I just imagine my kid being like, "What's this?" and then lose a finger.
So Mini Katana has them sharpened and unsharpened. So that's the cool thing
Well,
about
I
their
want them
site.
sharpened. I
They
don't want
gotta
to
be
go back
sharpened,
way.
right?
Yeah. What if
I
somebody comes into my house like BTG to steal my shit?
right, exactly,
It's
oh,
exactly.
you
it's funny because
Not
when
in
I got
hand.
mine from one of the cons, like they have to hold it until you're about to leave because they are sharpened.
Look at this. Look at this. Nat, see, look what you've done.
Are those all
oh
minis?
look at
No, those
Oh
are
my
carved.
god.
They do
Wow.
have mini ones
oh
that can go on your
hell.
keychains too.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
yeah,
look at
Can you
my
get those
daughter
sharpened?
also has those.
those are so cool though.
They have
She
Rengoku's, Tanjiro. Oh my god.
she
Zenitsu.
The
says she
prices
feels
aren't that bad
cold
actually either.
It
with her
is when
niece.
you want to buy 20 of them.
Well, there's somebody who has like at least 30 of these swords, and
I
she
actually
has like
like
a
the grass
discount
cutter.
code.
Oh, the girl on Instagram with the puffs.
Yes, sis got a whole.
I
I
love
think she has 3 rolls of them, and then she's
Oh
like, "That's not
yeah,
even
that.
all of them." Like,
I think I've seen her too.
I mean,
And
those
she
are
knows how
great
to use them
cosplay
too.
pieces too, especially if they're not sharpened.
True. Well, I mean, I think the rules against cosplay, at least I know for Otakon, they
Yo, dark repulsor. That looks cool.
Belly Yoda. Oh my god.
they won't allow you to bring in metal,
Yeah.
metal katanas, swords, blades, any of that.
I'm
For
sorry, I
all
didn't mean to take
cons.
us down a rabbit hole.
That's what we're here for.
I'm already here. I'm not leaving.
He said, "I'm here."
That's it. That's the end of the podcast. Yeah.
Y'all just about to
All
watch.
swords.
You're about to just watch me spend money.
Oh, it's okay. We who got pen and paper when he put in that
Look
credit
at
card
this
number?
Stormbringer. Look, I use Google Pay, so it just automatically puts it in.
Let me
That's how
start
often
after.
I buy shit.
These are really cool
Shame.
though.
I definitely
Mm.
put that like on top of my
I like the
top
boxes
of the
they come in
TV.
too.
Just have a nice wall. Oh, as thanks, camera. Nice wall display.
You mean this wall?
Oh, they got knives
Yeah, it's
too.
this one back here that has a whole bunch of stuff already on it.
They have kunai. $20 for some kunai. Oh man.
Wow. I mean, like just to give you guys a visual idea of what's going on here, we are looking at some really cool, dangerous items at expensive prices.
This is
um,
America, damn it.
all kinds of blades, katanas,
Oh, this is the one. Oh, it's a
kunai.
little.
Oh, is that yours? Lily just pulled out a sword, y'all.
Oh no, this is my youngest.
I
She
was gonna
was
say it
Oh,
looks like
with,
plastic, or it looks like styrofoam.
yeah, kinda. Yeah, she was Mario with sword for con this past weekend. So
Mario with a sword?
Yo,
yes,
that's clean. I actually
Ninja
will buy
Mario.
that.
huh?
Like,
She just
You'll
happens
buy
to
what?
I
sweet.
know.
The Naruto
Yeah,
kunai.
that Mario.
Hmm.
Yeah, that thing was clean.
All right,
I-
chat. It's only $30. If you guys want something for my birthday, that's what I want. It's the Naruto kunai.
Oh,
It's
I'm making a
no
small
little
plus
wish
one.
list.
pack.
Hetero said no one get any of them knives. How are we supposed to cook, Hetero? I need knives for the kitchen, and a
Are you seriously
kunai
gonna cook?
seems perfect for it.
Oh, I thought you was gonna Demon Slayer sword.
So
Go
wild.
I,
like
So
this.
I can just imagine BTG throwing like knives at the chicken on the wall.
Yo, he gonna
Imagine
get
going
boxed
to
by his
someone's
wife.
house and they're like cutting up their chicken with like a kunai, and you're like, "What is happening here?"
it'd be amazing.
Have a piece of chicken on the tip. Hey, you wanna try some? Like,
Wait, what?
mm,
Hetero said you need nothing more but a spork and tenacity. That sounds like a lot
I,
of work.
That sounds like a lot of willpower that I do not afford.
I want
S-
sharp objects.
Speaking of afford, Xbox Game Pass officially reveals friends and family plan.
Oh man.
Uh, Xbox is beginning the rollout of a new Game Pass subscription plan that allows friends and family to share access to the service. When gamers think about subscription service, it's hard for Xbox Game Pass not to pop up into their heads. The monthly paid service from Microsoft brings new titles to subscribers consistently, even granting them day one releases for less than half the cost of the game. As Xbox Game Pass gains in popularity, more and more titles are being announced for it. And with new games such as High on Life and Warhammer 40k, Darktide coming to the service in the next few months, a lot of gamers are finding new reasons to sign up. Previously, only an individual could sign up for Xbox Game Pass without the ability to share their accounts and benefits. But it appears that Microsoft is looking to change that as it officially unveils the Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family plan. Back in March, it was predicted that Xbox might add new subscription plans to Game Pass, and now, 6 months later, that prediction has come true. Currently, the Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family plan is only available in Ireland and Colombia. Xbox hasn't yet confirmed when the new subscription tier will roll out to other regions, but should the Friends and Family plan prove successful, it will likely be only a matter of time before it is released in other areas. So,
This is such a smart
okay.
idea. They can charge
All right,
$20.
this is what we do.
So it looks like,
Yeah,
okay,
one
We
of us
got
buy it,
VPN.
and then one of us is out. It's fine.
yeah,
We're chilling.
so
We gotta get VPN.
Yano's out.
Yeah.
Now, with Game Pass Friends and Family, you and up to 4 players can enjoy Game Pass Ultimate for just $21.99 a month, but that's in pounds, so it's probably like
24,
$25.
23.
Yeah. Everyone can enjoy hundreds of high quality games together on console, PC, and cloud. There isn't much blocking five friends from getting together and buying the new Game Pass subscription tier, as the only criteria that needs to be met is all users must live in the same country. Wow. Other than that, all
All
five
right,
users will
so
have full access, including EA
this
Play, Xbox Live Gold, and all games currently available in Game Pass library, Xbox, and PC. Done.
All I'm saying is like that's like $5 a person.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
so
ridiculously
VPN
good.
has a payment plan too, so we can
All
switch
I'll
it
say
on
is
Ireland.
I've said it. I've said it so many times. Like Xbox lost last generation, in my opinion. I think they got like absolutely smacked in terms of like console wars. Xbox is not playing around this time. Like Xbox is making Sony look like child's play. It's insane what they're doing this generation.
It doesn't help that Sony had problems getting their product to customers, and then on top of all things, we're seeing games from Xbox. They're purchasing a lot of these companies, so they can afford to do this because they're paying them out of pocket. So all they have to do is have these games added to their game list. So I wonder if this is going to be a problem in the future for gamers, us as consumers, or if this is going to be the new standard.
So I don't think. So I feel like Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, they're console. I don't think the console wars exist anymore. They're all playing different games right now.
Pretty.
Microsoft is going full like, all right, we're betting on the subscription. We want you to be able to play your games anywhere, PC, Xbox, Series X, S. You can play it on the app on your iPhone now. Like the cloud works on. Like they want you to be able to access games everywhere. Sony's more like, hey, we have exclusive games that you're only gonna be able to get here. Because they're
player, like
they have probably the greatest storytelling single player games that you could possibly have, and
And the system
Nintendo's
is
like,
powerful.
yeah, Nintendo's just like, well, none
We
of y'all
got
can do what we could
Pokemon.
do. Yeah, like we own all of our characters, so they're all just playing different games, and it's just
I agree with you to an extent though, but like at the end of the day, Microsoft took a major hit on the Xbox. What was the last generation? Just
the one.
the one. Yeah. They
Yeah.
took a major hit because they were just like buying. They were just plotting in the background. You know what I mean? And now what they did is coming to fruition now. And I love Sony. I think Sony has some of the best storytelling games out there, but I play them and then I put them down and don't play them again until another major game comes out. I think that's the issue with Sony for me is that like I'll go months without playing a game on the PlayStation, but I could play the Xbox every day. I don't, but like I could. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a wasted investment. You're just letting it sit.
No,
I mean,
not at all. Ratchet and Clank, fantastic. The Last of Us 1 and 2, fantastic. The new God of War coming out, can't wait. Like,
Yeah, but you said you play them, and then once you're done, it'll just sit until the next major game comes out.
yeah, for
which
sure.
I do the same thing because to be honest, the only reason why I play my PlayStation is for those Sony exclusive titles that PlayStation Studios releases, like God of War and stuff. Now Sony's talking about bringing these games to PC, in which they have brought. They brought Spider Man. They're bringing games to PC. I don't. I think. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. They want to keep everything as a timed exclusive. So if you want to play it earlier, you gotta have a PlayStation. I think that's what they're gonna do because they are missing out on money from the PC side of things. But yeah, to be honest, I literally have a PlayStation just to play those exclusives.
Yeah. And I won't turn it on except for those exclusives. So
I've been playing my sword JRPGs. That is my sole weakness.
yeah.
So
for sure.
Please tell me y'all at least turning y'all consoles on to run updates.
Nope.
Yeah, when the game comes out.
When the game comes out.
God.
That's what I got.
Oh my God.
That's what I have Gigabit for. My PlayStation is literally sitting downstairs, unplugged right now, because there's no reason for it to be on until I need it.
Yeah,
No,
I think
no
online and
Destiny.
also
Destiny's
on
everywhere.
Xbox
I play it on
and
PC, and it's
I'll
cross
probably play it on
progression,
Switch,
cross
to be
save.
honest.
So literally, I play everything on my PC. My son plays everything on Xbox, and it makes it easier for me, especially with Game Pass. Games that come out on Game Pass, we can play together without me having to purchase a copy of the game for both of us. So
Hetero asked, would it be different if they chose more multiple playthrough games as exclusives? They did. They had a game called Returnal, and it did really well, in my opinion. I thought it was really good. Um, but at the end of the day, it's still not a game like Halo, or it's not a multiplayer game. It's not a story driven game. They're all story driven games. So I think I don't I don't think Sony could put out a multiplayer game properly, in my opinion, like an
Oh,
exclusive.
Sony challenge.
Yeah, like I just don't see it happening. Like they don't have it. They have Insomniac Games, which is again the best like storytelling company in the world, right next to Square Enix, and you know what I mean. Like after that, like you're done.
Didn't Sony purchase Capcom, or they have a strong partnership? I can't. I don't want to say that they own it, but I thought,
I could find
yeah, right.
no,
They had a deal.
They had Street Fighter as a exclusive.
Oh, so it was just that one IP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
didn't
that
wait. Resident Evil wasn't an exclusive, right?
no.
The new one, Village.
yeah.
Is it?
Wait.
It's not on Xbox. Is it? Hold on.
It's definitely on PC.
Those are all
From
the
launching
mine.
on Game Pass. Okay, so Xbox is waiting for that 3-year deal to go away so they can put it on Xbox Game Pass.
Those mad.
You're
Those
probably not wrong.
are
Yeah,
disrespectful.
I'm reading an article on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with really that much with the games that like this is not a drag on Sony or anything. It's like
Not at all. Not at all.
everybody just has their
Preference.
choices and yeah, their preference or where they play at. For me, it's where the value is. I had to have to spend a lot more to play games if I played them on PlayStation. If I wanted to play with my son, I would have to get another PlayStation for him to play with me.
Which is hard to get your hands on.
Or even with friends.
And they about to increase the price.
Even
Right.
with friends.
Right.
Most people even have.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
on
not
PC,
here though.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people can play
Oh,
Xbox on their PC now, and it's not a problem.
True.
And so, as long as you can sign up for a Game Pass, like you have that connection, or even on your phone if you want to go that route. Like, there's just so many better, like more options for Xbox.
Yeah, it's really just it's the value for me, the value that's there. But like I said, if you choose to play on PlayStation, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Because I do play my PlayStation for those exclusive games that I want to play.
Day one's like I will be in line ready for that game to start.
But if they ever came to Xbox or PC the same day, I might just throw it away.
What do you think Sony has to do to like catch back up in that sense, though?
That's a great question.
I don't.
And they're not behind by any means. They're still selling day one, like the second that are seen. But I definitely think that they're losing this generation in terms of like productivity. And there was an article that Xbox finally outsold the PS5. So
I mean, I don't think they're not going anywhere as long as they have their exclusives in PlayStation Studios. They're fine. And it's the same thing with Nintendo. As
pretty
long
sure
as
I made Rainbow rage.
as long did she leave?
Yeah, she got.
She said, "You guys don't play your PlayStations."
I will also say though, as somebody who sucks at finishing games, like I can't finish games to save my life. Like if I finish a game, like one, it was either one of the best games I've ever played, or two, it was so short that I was able to do it in one setting. And Game Pass allows me to play so many games, even if I didn't necessarily know if I was going to want to play it or not.
Oh, the camera is so big.
And then on top of that, with games getting more expensive and the economy being the way it is,
Yeah,
it's hurting all around. So if this Game Pass from Xbox things comes out to the US. Probably they need to do this now. I don't know why they're testing it everywhere else
Smaller
and not
sample.
just no, just bring it here. Why? I don't understand. To be honest, for real, if everybody's because I what confuses me with this is like my son has an account and it's part of my family plan too. I guess what I guess the only thing that stops me from sharing it with other people is because their console wouldn't be the home console.
Right.
So that would stop it. But
Uh,
but this allows you to that doesn't matter, which is great. Five shoot.
$5
We
a
can
person.
when it comes out we can split it, guys. I don't even care.
That's what I'm saying though. Like
I'll
at the end of
cash
the
at
day, like you're saving so
$4.99.
much more money, and that also means that like I genuinely think that Microsoft can take a hit on Game Pass, which they're showing that they have. You know what I mean? Like they're giving away so much content for nearly like pennies, and I definitely think that they make so much money in other areas that they're able to bring people in on Game Pass for a loss.
Right.
Do you
And
feel like? Oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you're good.
Do you feel like these things are being affected by casual gamers, or do you feel as though like hardcore gamers, like for example, you just shared that a lot of us don't finish games. We buy games and we don't finish them. That's been like that for forever, as long as I can remember. Blockbuster and video game rental stores have always shown that a lot of us just want to try out a game, see if we like it, then we buy it. Essentially, that's what this is.
Right.
And I'm just curious: do you feel like it's a casual thing, or it's a more for the hardcore kind of community?
I think
I
it's
think
for.
it's. Oh,
I was
go ahead.
about my bad. I was about to say I think it's for everybody. Because I mean, to be honest, like how many times do you look at a game and you're looking at it on Twitch and you're trying to decide, man, do I want to spend the $60 on it or $70 or $80 when it comes
Especially
on?
if it's a story driven, because then you're
Exactly.
losing. Then you're getting spoilers, and yeah.
Yeah, and then now it comes on Game Pass, and I don't know, even if it's just a trial, like even if they do like, oh, it's only gonna be on here for a week, it's that whole blockbuster thing. Oh, dang, I get to play this for a week, and then decide if I want to buy, and I get it at a discounted price
Mm,
because I have Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you can't
I
really
think
beat that.
for me at least, and I might just be because I'm older now, but like back in the day, I didn't get the option of getting new games. I got a game for Christmas. I got a
Yep.
game for Easter. I got a game for
Nope.
maybe Halloween. I don't know. Any holiday, if I got a present for it, I probably got a game. But either I liked it or I didn't, but I'm not getting another one.
And
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and it ain't going back.
And it's not going back. Like I remember great example for Easter one year. I got How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And in theory, I probably wouldn't like the game, but I love that game. But if I didn't like that game, I was just back on like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 or Street Fighter, not Street Fighter, not Tekken, the other one. Anyways, um but I'm not a Madden person. I like Madden. I play Madden for maybe a week and then I get burnt out because it's the same game every year. Game Pass, if I have Ultimate, I get 10 hours and then after my 10 hours I'm good. You know what I mean? And so like I'm able to do that without spending $70 on something that I know I'm not going to play.
And then like in this day and age, there's so many games that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
This makes it a lot easier to not have to make those difficult choices of like, all right, which game do I buy this month? Like, all right,
Especially for indies. Like
yeah,
you never hear about indies and this is a way for you to
this
see
is the
it.
best way. Yeah. Oh man, Lily's not here. Man, there's this game that we saw called like Coffee. Man, where is it? Coffee
Oh
Talk?
yeah, Coffee
Coffee what?
Talk.
Is it Coffee Talk?
Hold on, I have
Is
my
it
Xbox Game
Donut
Pass
just
up right now.
Injustice?
No, it's Coffee Talk.
Coffee.
Oh, there it is.
So that was one of the games that released like 2 weeks ago. I didn't know it was on Game Pass. Popped up on Game Pass and I played it, and that game is actually very enjoyable. You're literally in like this future time where like you own a coffee shop, but the world, so like the world of magic, like elves or orcs and stuff, they've merged into the time with people. So we're all living in the same civilization. Is Dax frozen?
It
Yo,
looks super
like-
frozen, and that
Yo,
face says
look
a
at
lot.
Dax. Oh my god! If you guys could see his Coffee Talk is a full yeah, hetero. It is. It's really good. Like I played like the first 10 minutes and I was like, oh, I really like this game. Like the story's so good. Like you're sitting there talking to patrons that come in making their favorite coffee and stuff. And I think Dax, look at
He
Dax's
looks-
face.
That
I
face, man.
can't tell if Dax is frozen and Lily and Rainbow. Because
I'm not frozen,
okay.
but I think there's something going on with Discord.
Oh, is Discord
Because
geeking
like
out?
mine literally like froze
Mhm.
and then kicked me out and then put me back in. So I
Can
don't
you
know
see-
what's happening.
Can you see Dax's face?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It says
I
he's
can't-
still here.
I can't even-
Yo, that's too funny.
I can't. We're gonna have to quit the podcast. I can't with his face like this, bro. His face is crazy. Oh man, that makes me think. Like, can you imagine like how many crazy faces you actually make throughout the day, but it happens so fast that people
You
don't
don't
get to
see
see it? Yeah. Oh
Oh, Ricky G clipped it.
man. Yo. Oh man, if he comes back for this, I think he just came back.
Yeah, I literally went to go to Game Pass and like
Yo.
the whole thing turned off.
You gotta look at the clip that Rookie got of your face. Oh my
Yo.
gosh. Oh, it's so
He caught
terrible.
it in action.
Yeah, I was trying to get the name, and then so I clicked on the thing, and it just was like, "Hey, by the way, we're gonna hard freeze now." I'm like, "All right, cool thing."
Just check out the clip later. It's hilarious. But yeah, Coffee Talk is a whole vibe, and Hetero agrees. Yeah. Oh, and Lily's back too. Oh, well, now that Lily's back, Lily, that game Coffee Talk that we that was coming out like a couple weeks ago, and we were like, oh, what's that about? It's actually really
Mhm.
good.
Oh,
It's on.
I
It's
missed
on.
it.
It's on Game Pass. I played it like that night. It was on Game Pass, and I was like, oh shoot, we were just talking about this. Let me try it out, and it's really good.
Just on Game Pass, or is it gonna come out on?
No, I think it's on.
Steam?
I think it's on everything, but it's
Yes.
free. It's
Okay,
free
good.
on Game Pass, and that's the whole thing. Like, I never would have played that game if it wasn't on Game Pass.
Is
Yeah,
that-
for sure.
Oh,
Also, Scorn. I'm so excited for Scorn.
Wait, when's that come out?
In a couple months.
I think October too or November, but that's also going to be on Game Pass day
Man,
one.
that
Day
game
one,
looks
baby.
intense.
Oh, you
So
day,
Playtale's gonna be out on 10/18. 10/21 is Scorn.
day one horse.
No, and what is it? High on Life? That's coming
High
out
on
day
Life
one.
in December.
yeah.
December 13th.
You might as well just cop Game Pass now if you don't already have it.
Goodness.
Sticking with Microsoft.
Why is the title is disrespectful?
Microsoft lets Sony have several more years of Call of Duty as a treat.
Yo,
Call
that
it-
is the biggest flex
Yeah,
a
these
company could ever do.
these titles
Anyway.
are so funny. From Kotaku, Isaiah Colbert, Call of Duty's future on PlayStation has been in doubt since Microsoft began acquiring Activision. Good news, PlayStation Call of Duty players. Microsoft says you get to have several more years of playing the shoot bang game on your Sony console. According to The Verge, earlier this year, Microsoft's Xbox boss, Phil Spencer, made the commitment to PlayStation boss Jim Ryan in a written letter saying that Call of Duty wasn't going to disappear off the PlayStation storefront anytime soon if Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard is approved by regulators. In January, we provided a signed agreement to Sony to guarantee Call of Duty on PlayStation with feature and content parity for at least several more years beyond the current Sony contract, an offer that goes well beyond typical gaming industry agreements, Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, told The Verge. While exactly how long several more years might be is unknown. PlayStation players who feared the COD franchise would become Xbox exclusive alongside the likes of Bethesda upcoming space action RPG Starfield can breathe easy for at least a little while longer. Yeah. So
Two
go
things
ahead.
to say about this. So, one, I think Phil Spencer's is such a good person. Like when they asked him what game he's most excited for, he actually said a Sony exclusive, which is something
Which is
that you would
realistic.
right? Which is something you would never do as a corporation, like a CEO of Microsoft. Number two, when this deal went through, I think I even said it on the podcast. I might be wrong, but I said a long time ago, the smartest play for them to do is keep COD on all platforms, and then have it as a Game Pass thing. So it brings more people to the Xbox, but everybody gets to play. I still think
Yep.
it's probably like the smartest way to do it.
Agreed.
Real quick, I just want to say why the camera zoomed in so hard on Lily eating that first.
I don't know what,
I didn't even notice it. She got her own private cameraman.
we zoomed on this sandwich so tenderly. Yeah, okay, I'm
But
hungry.
yeah, Call of Duty, Microsoft, Sony, like yeah, even though they own it, like why would you? There's no reason for you to. If you own Activision and then with all the season pass and stuff, why would you take it off another platform where you're still getting the funds from the season passes and all that stuff?
Absolutely.
And the player base is so huge. Why would you want to cut it in? Shoot, a third.
That would only hurt it.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm glad they did that. I do hope this goes a longer way with Sony,
It
allowing
also
more crossplay on their platform.
it's funny too because Xbox's whole slogan "Play it anywhere" would really go into shambles if they stopped allowing people to play it anywhere.
I have a question.
Play it anywhere except for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Originally,
and
here. When Destiny first came out, was it an exclusive only, or was it only on PlayStation?
No, it was
I think it was Xbox first.
No, it was everywhere.
No, it was on.
Okay.
So Destiny,
free.
yeah, Destiny was. It came out on PlayStation and Xbox, but there wasn't any crossplay at the time. So, I don't want to say with most people. What I did is I had Destiny and all the expansions on PlayStation and Xbox because I had different groups of friends that played the game. So I was leveling characters across both platforms just to keep up and do raids with the people I wanted to raid with. But
Do you
now
remember that cave glitch where you used to
the loot cave?
The loot cave, and you just shot at it for 2 hours, and then you'd run and then go grab it.
So for their 30th anniversary, they actually did there was a whole like season based off of that loot cave.
30th anniversary.
Yeah,
for
that's
Bungie.
what they called it for Bungie.
For Bungie, probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because this
Halo's been out so long. That's crazy.
Yeah, but now it's by 343 Studios. But Bungie's Destiny, it was out on the PS3. That tells you so much. That game has been around. It almost feels like it's a new game, but in honesty, it's been around for some kids' childhood.
I mean, it's almost 10 years. It came out in 2014.
Like GTA 5.
Well, the franchise has been around
for that long.
Yeah.
And then before that, they had Halo, and then
Oh, Halo.
Yeah,
Halo
Bungie
was
used to own Halo.
Yep. Oh wow!
Back in the day,
Bungie owned Halo and sold it to 343 Studios.
Oh, they sold it. Oh, I thought something else.
They got to 3. They got to Halo 3, and then no. I think ODST came out after. They did their whole like spiel, and then like they were like, we can't make another good Halo, so we're just gonna sell it. They got a lot of money. I think honestly what they wanted to do was they wanted to remove Halo from Destiny so that they could make Destiny. So
makes sense.
Makes sense.
I was looking forward to it too, man. When Destiny first released, I know I'm on Destiny right now, but we're talking about first-person shooters, and if you think about it, Call of Duty is it's owned by Xbox, but now we have Destiny. We have what's another Apex? Well, do you consider Apex
a shooter? Yeah, I don't call it a good shooter, but it's a shooter.
But there's so many shooters now.
But now you know Destiny's owned by Sony again.
Oh, it is?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Bungie,
oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they made a huge deal.
So they left, went independent, and now they're back. Now they're with Sony because they need help.
Money
and servers and
Like, hey guys, we can't keep checking out Tushies like this. We gotta go back to Sony.
So
I
next
think
story.
I think
Oh, good.
Destiny has a no. I was just gonna say I think Destiny has a niche for people. I know people that love everything about like Destiny and what it is, and then still can't get into it. So I think it has a niche for sure.
Oh no, I love Destiny, but I don't even play it like at all for real anymore.
Yeah.
Like I play it on and
I
off.
think Yana ruined it. No, sorry, that was another game. My bad.
Yeah,
With,
I
the
don't know.
shot.
I don't know
Shot.
why. Like it's just so much. It's just a lot to keep up with now. But I still love the story and
Right.
everything. Have you guys watched any television lately? I know Dax doesn't watch TV.
Like turned on the old
Huh?
boob tube and flicked through the channels, like channel surfing.
While we've boobing
Oh
and
no,
flicking,
no, you
Why
know
is
Why you
streaming
he
making
an
my
services.
old
First
man?
off,
The
I
boob
don't go on
tube.
this animosity. The
Ah,
boob tube was what we used to call the television back in my day
You
because
showing
my
your
it was a
age.
tube because it was a tube television.
God, Yano, stop talking so loud. You're gonna throw your back out.
Are you
So
Yo,
there?
pull his
Golly.
leg
You
out.
know, still be adjusting the antenna.
so Rings of Power came out this weekend. Anybody watch it?
I heard a lot of people liked it.
I was waiting
So
for
He
people
loves
to
it.
watch it.
yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to let us know when he can watch it so we can all watch it together.
Yeah, just
Oh,
waiting.
are we
Just
gonna have
waiting.
like a whole review
Yeah,
party?
so we're probably gonna do a watch party for Rings of Power.
I'll watch it with you
But
guys.
I would
but
watch it.
Amazon, we know that. But when Amazon introduced new tactics to combat the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power review bombing, 72-hour delay to combat the worst trolls of the internet. Review bombing by internet trolls has become a huge problem as caused sites like Rotten Tomatoes to show user scores for films and movies that are far lower than they should be. To help combat the problem, Amazon has introduced a new delay tactic for its new shows like The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. As reported by Variety, Amazon actually first debuted this new initiative for A League of Their Own, where it delayed all users' reviews by 72 hours. Trolls love to be the first to tear something down, and hope, it seems, is that the initial hurdle will be enough to deter them from coming back. Is this going to work?
To delay the user reviews.
Is this going to stop review bombing?
No.
Yeah, I would say so.
No.
Actually, yeah, most people
You
get
think
bored
so?
after like if you can't get it immediately, that immediate satisfaction. Yeah, I think it could,
I
prevent
think
I
it.
so.
mean,
I
there's
think so too.
on
Yeah.
Facebook and everything else. That's where I see reviews for everything. Along
Everything's
with
getting review bombed this go around, huh?
Yeah, for essentially.
everyone is just cranky, just like that new. Oh, I'm going to a whole other show, but yeah,
The
people
new
already
what?
don't like it. Uh, so
I heard they made
it
some
is.
major changes in this, so like just added new things that made no sense to the lore, and I think that's why people are upset about it. But I don't know because I've never seen the Lord of the Rings,
I also
so
know
I'm
it's
just
like,
going
oh,
off of what I've seen.
there's no such thing as black elves, but here we are. There's that. There's a new show coming up on Netflix called it
How have you
is
never seen it?
Wild and
Thor-
something else, where it's
It's
Wild
like 14
basically
Thornberries.
hours
the
long.
director, huh?
She
It's
said
wild
that.
and
Yeah.
what's 14 hours? Oh, Lord of the Rings. That's why I never watched it. I turned it on, like I put it in a DVD that I made. It got to the opening and I fell asleep, just like where you just
I
hit
totally
play.
understand.
I'm like, all
Well,
right,
this,
I'm gonna watch this. Before
well,
I
this,
hit play, I was like,
this is a good place to start because this is a prequel.
oh,
So
I don't
you
know if
don't
I can
even
get
have
through the whole thing.
you don't even have to have watched it.
Oh,
Well,
good. I would still watch it.
this is a series, so
Gotta find
So
that
people are
show.
upset about black elves as if like the equator still doesn't exist in a fantasy realm. I'm confused.
The world is flat. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Not
they do
Just
have
trying to
black
get on the
elves.
understand. Huh?
What about night elves? Dark elves, aren't they black?
That's yeah, but I don't think that's in Lord of the Rings, is it?
I don't know. I just assumed if there's regular elves, there's always got to be a dark elf.
Freaking
Ass racist.
fantasy.
no.
People are shoot. Speaking about, I guess we're gonna touch a little bit on racism.
Just a
Uh,
little bit.
Kotaku
Wait,
reports
oh,
Claire
never mind.
Jackson, amid criticism, Wizards of the Coast quietly removes racist lore from Dungeons and Dragons. The recently published Astral Adventures Guide drew criticism over language and art that mirrored the anti-black racism of earlier editions of D&D. Update. Okay. Late in the evening of September 2nd, Wizards of the Coast released a statement apologizing and acknowledging that the inclusion of offensive material in the Astro Adventures guide, saying that the company failed you, our players, and our fans. In the statement, the company said that regrettably, not all the portions of the content relating to the Had Zone were properly vetted. Wizards stated that the Hadozi content that sparked criticism will no longer be included in future reprints of the book. What is the original thing? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, hold on.
Original story follows. Dungeons and Dragons publisher Wizards of the Coast has quietly removed language from its newly released Spelljammer setting that came under fire for racist overtones, while its D&D Beyond online tools no longer contain references to a primate-like race becoming sapient through enslavement. They all
Wait. Hold on a second.
what? A primate-like race becoming sapient through enslavement. The already published physical books still contain the problematic language as well as depictions of a primate-like race that closely mirrors the racist imagery of minstrel shows. Huh. I see.
So basically, it's like a monkey race. Is that like the gist of it? Is that what I'm getting at? Or
That's
is
what
that
it
what I'm hearing?
sounds like.
Just enslaved.
That became people through slavery. Hmm.
So
I-
how many people can go through?
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's a great idea.
This might be a hot take,
Oh
but
my god.
well, let me get it out before you start harassing me. Okay, now
No.
I think that I don't know because I would have to see it, but I just feel like I'm trying to think the words to say to this because it can come out really wrong. It's very dependent on the environment, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't see a monkey being enslaved and go, "Oh, black." You know what I mean? Like that's just I don't know. But I can also see people that do, I guess. But like for this, like I wouldn't like
That image that BTG just showed us kind of gives us an idea what they're trying to say, though.
the one on the left doesn't like it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like that. It just for me, I just see monkeys. I guess I don't know, but
Because they
I
got
can
the
do
monkeys
both.
playing banjos.
Right. They're country banjos, so they're country
That's where
monkeys.
there's
I'm
a
confused.
problem.
But all right, let me go ahead, Lily. I'm sorry.
That is probably seen as when folks called black folks black monkeys.
Oh yeah, no, I understand the concept, but like if I was flipping through the book, that wouldn't register to me. You see what I'm saying?
So,
Because it's lore based at that point for me. You know what I mean?
so imagery. If you're showing things in a certain kind of way, I guess you could kind of you could pick and choose parts, and then you can make anything look offensive, right? Just
Right.
about. That is a monkey. The image showing right now is not the one that I'm talking about, but the one with
The one on the right, I could see an issue with. The one on the left, I didn't see an issue with.
But if you don't play D&D, I can understand that
Right.
a bard, one could get upset saying, "Hey, why is that monkey playing a guitar or playing, a banjo or whatever?" But essentially, what I believe is D&D is heavily story based, and if
Right.
the story mimics far too close of true events that happen to a group of people that really don't feel like we are that is even acknowledged or even pointed out as, hey, this is really a problem, but it's being utilized in this kind of way and kind of made um fun of and not being accurately told, then I can understand where this is coming from. But I would have to definitely read more into this, and I think that's where the challenge comes from. Or a lot of
Right.
the time we don't read or fully understand the whole story. We get a gist of it, and then it gets kind of out of.
I think I've said this before. With me not having to deal with this type of environment, I guess I I'm I'm out of the loop to an extent, if that makes sense. Like I can like dislike something for being like racist or whatever, but if I've never went through it, I can never truly understand. I think we've had that conversation before. But I don't know. Like I said, for me, like maybe I'm just like, you know, a bright-eyed youngster that doesn't really look at it like that. You know what I mean? So, like, if I would see this in a book, I'd just be like, oh, cool, it's a new race, and oh, that's a really shitty thing that happened to them. Like, unfortunate, but I would never like link the two because it's never something that's like come to mind.
I think
If
just
they had a
if it wasn't
different
monkeys, if it wasn't monkeys, they could have did any other animal. Could have been lizards.
Yeah, I guess
Could
that's
have been
true,
squirrels.
but-
Could have been rabbits.
Yeah.
Could have been anything.
Something cute.
Could have been hedgehogs. But they picked fucking monkeys to enslave.
But the thing is like I think that
Change the backstory.
I think
It
to
needs some
any
backstory.
extent though, it could have been any animal, and somebody would have still been like meh, and then it would have gotten like pulled, right? Like
You can't make everyone
Oh
happy.
no!
right.
If it was rabbits, chickens.
There would have been a black rabbit among those 3 rabbits.
If
and
it
people
if it
would've
was
lost their damn mind.
if it was cats that were enslaved and became sapient, everybody would love them.
You know what? Yeah, that the internet would go
return story.
crazy, happy
It's a
over it.
return story.
Yeah, because cats are cute and adorable, and they just knock stuff off the table
No,
because they can.
them
Monkeys are
damn naked
assholes.
cats are not cute.
I've seen them little pocket monkeys. Those things are assholes.
Hey, catch! And it's like old turd just flying at you. Like, oh no, it's about to be a bad day.
But again, like I said, with me like not having to ever deal with these like issues, I just have to go with like the majority and, you know, also disagree with it. But like if I was just reading the D&D book, like I would have probably never put 2 and 2 together personally.
But I do think, I mean, I'm glad they actually are like looking at this and being like, you know what? Maybe we do need to change this because this is kind of jacked up. They at least they're taking, I think at least they're taking the initiative to actually change it and see that it is racially insensitive and that, you know, they're doing their part because this is an older book, right? This
Yeah,
is
it's an
something
old book.
Yeah.
I
mean,
there was
that
an
doesn't make it
article in
okay.
2020, by the way, of the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
So there's a race called Drows, which again I didn't really correlate the two, but Drows are basically like they're dark-skinned, magic crazed elves, I believe they are, and basically they go into the Underdark, which is like underground, and they basically live there, and then they end up becoming Drows. They're sick. But again, I would never like correlate the two. Drows have been in D&D for years. So.
They weren't slaves though, right?
Probably. I mean, D&D is pretty dark. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
It's pretty dark.
everybody's kind of been slaves in D&D, unless you're an elf. Elves kind of rule everything.
Well,
Don't
at least
rule
they're doing
everything
something
around
about
me.
it. It's been put out there and they're changing it.
Yeah.
I am glad about that. Oh, wow. I think actually that was the last news story.
Hey, we did it.
What?
Put
We-
this together, chat.
On time?
On
posted
time.
the,
Target.
The show I was talking about in the Discord. I couldn't think of the name, but it has Tim Burton and the guy who did Caroline all involved in it, and it looks pretty good. It's gonna be on Netflix.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nightmare Fuel. Got it.
What's the name of it?
I don't know, because you guys kept talking over me, and I lost the title again.
Wendell and Wild.
Yes.
Here's the trailer. Okay, let's move forward.
Oh wow, I love stop animation.
I think
That's a nice
George
visual.
Hill is the producer in it.
Oh, so this is by Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline creators? Oh, I like it.
Yeah. I can't wait. And people are already in the chat. I like this part.
And produced by Jordan Peele.
Yo,
Yeah.
the green looks so cool. I like her hair. Her hair is so cool. I think it's so hard to do like proper hair. It's done improperly so often. And
Halloween is coming out soon.
Yes,
I'll probably watch this.
Probably, I will. Man, I'm gonna at least watch this twice.
I've seen every Disney movie, and I finally saw Nightmare Before Christmas this year.
Did you enjoy it?
So
What?
I don't like those kind of movies.
You don't like
I
stuff
mean, I
animated?
thought it looked cool,
lot
but
of
I don't.
story.
I like the animation. I like the design. I just don't like the story.
Is this the button?
So Wendell and Wild, it looks pretty good. It's on
Yeah,
coming
it
on
looks cool.
Netflix.
I'm putting it
Yeah,
on my
I'm,
calendar.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
That
Thank you
looks
for
When I saw
sharing
it, I was
that.
like, oh, because I was reading the comments while on the throne, and I was like, oh, how people already hating on the trailer already?
right
It's,
because it's a
it's
black
not.
main character.
So this, well, it's the rating is PG-13. It's like, oh, this is going to be nightmarish for kids.
I think.
PG-13,
What?
ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, Hetero said there's a lot of context D&Ders have that would excuse this, but the imagery and base lore would very quickly deter, and new folks who would know better. The biggest stumbling block I've seen D&D writers and DMs struggle with is finding a way to build stories without falling into old and historical tropes. I actually agree with that. Yeah, I think once you're into once you're into the fantasy of whatever fantasy that you choose, I think that you can find ways to excuse a lot of things, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, but it makes sense.
Agreed.
And also,
All right. So for you guys that
Wednesday.
Wednesday, what?
Mm-hmm. The Witness on Netflix.
Oh,
That should be
okay,
coming out soon.
cool. So for you guys that are just joining us or haven't been here before, we have a segment that we call "Getting to the Pot of Gold" with Rainbow, and where she asks us questions and we gotta answer them. So if you guys would like to ask any questions while we're live on the air, please join the Discord. You can see the link in the bottom right of the screen or in our About Me section, and you can post your question in the Pot of Gold thread. Do you have anything for us today, Rainbow?
I don't like you guys. It's like that.
Oh, wow.
Man, what a good question. How can I elaborate on this one?
Tough love.
Well,
So
like
the
everybody
first
say too.
question is from Rookie G.
Hey.
He is curious about the Hitman series and if the new one is worth the cost, and your thoughts on that.
That
I
sounds
played
like
them all. I played them all. If you have Game Pass, they're on Game Pass.
they are all of them.
All of them, every one of them.
That
But
makes
yeah,
it worth it.
I don't know if the price is worth it. It's if you're willing to make multiple playthroughs. If you just want to play the story, then no, I don't think it would be worth it. But if you want to go in and try to do like crazy wonky things, I think you can get your money out of it for sure. For me, it wasn't worth it. The price.
Which Hitman is this?
The newest one.
3?
I didn't know there was a new one. Oh, the third one, or is there another new
Yeah, I
one?
think 3 is the newest one. Yeah. I thought the
Yeah.
story was good, but I don't. If you just want the story, I don't think it's worth like the price tag.
I can't really answer that
I-
question, Rookie, because I've only played the first and second one. So, I mean, I like the series, but
I like the first one.
I
killing
guess
with
that's the
food back.
thing. If you got your money's worth for the first and second one, you're probably gonna get the same deal for your third one.
I haven't played any of them. I've only watched Lily play, and every time I watched her play, I enjoyed it. However, I know I don't have the patience to be an assassin. Everyone would just get it. Everyone would die.
Everyone.
You get a bullet.
You get a wrench. You get a screwdriver. Hey,
Yeah.
take these lights. Ah.
I enjoyed watching you run away from like just get out of sticky situations.
Also,
But
I'll say if you have next gen, gorgeous. It's got ray tracing built in. Ah, gorgeous.
I may pick it up.
nice.
I tried the second one, but what ticked me off was, I guess either I didn't read what was free at the moment when I got it. It was like, here you go, here's his demo of like one thing. It was done. Wait a minute. Where's the rest of the stages? So I just gave up
Yeah.
on Hitman. So maybe I just gotta go back and try it. Yeah, I want to throw more screwdrivers at people and steal people's clothes. Let them lay in a locker butt naked while I run around their sleep clothes. That's fun.
That's how I imagine Hitman looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta dry out the armpits, so you know they put in that hot uniform. It's like,
Heck yeah. Ball looking.
I think that answers that question. I hope we answered your question, Rookie.
I hope we did.
was there any more Rainbow?
So I recently saw a video where the question was basically if two people were to play chess, one being a mind reader and the other one can see into the future, who would win the game? And why do you think that? So I would like to know you guys' take on that.
you gotta
Ooh.
freaking
Now
critical.
I did watch this video and I'm just as confused as all of them were in the video.
Oh, they had a breakdown?
They shoot. I mean,
They
look,
tried.
they tried. So if you're the mind
You
reader,
got cheated.
so if the mind reader plays first, right? Does he know what the person who can see into the future, is going to play? But does that even matter? Because the person who can see in the future can see what the mind reader is going to play. So then he's going to change his play. So how does it even matter who goes first?
It does. It
But
does matter.
Okay, so who wins?
I mean, not if
The
everyone
future.
The future
But the
person.
future is
win.
always changing.
So if
As long- if you can see every possible-
But if the future person who can see the future, okay, if the mind reader can look into the person who can see the future seer's plan, that
So
means
much
he can see
smoke.
into the future too.
That's why it
So
matters
Yeah.
who goes first.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, because they're gonna know either way.
You know what? It's gonna be a stalemate and hands thrown. That's what's gonna happen.
So,
That should make a movie.
Someone put
so
the table.
one, we have to remember that people can change, like stop thinking. So if he has the power to like prevent himself from thinking of his next move, the mind reader
He's
is just
playing
null and
chess.
You always gotta think.
void. He doesn't have to think. He
He
can see
doesn't
the
have to think,
future.
he already sees the moves.
Yeah, he already knows.
But if it's playing in his mind because he's seen it, what you see is going to be registered in your brain.
Not that's why you have to have control. That's the point. Yeah,
Okay, scratch your butt without thinking about it.
there. I did it.
You thought about it.
I don't think about anything. It is a steel trap up here.
That's still true.
I don't know, that question. I don't know. I don't think.
I saw the steam coming from your headphones, so I understand.
I don't know who could win. Who will win?
It
Because I
would-
mean,
it would be
the
it
future
would be
person can't see the mind reader's moves, but he can see the future move that he's gonna make.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause
At some
Unless-
point, there's going to get to a point where nobody can make a move, right?
no, there's always
Unless
a
there's
move.
a time chess, then
But you know, I was
You
about to
get
say
a
that's
stalemate.
that's a good point, because if it's timed, they eventually have to make a move, and it's
Before
eventually.
they have time to think, which would
Well,
give
they
the
sti-
future person the right play because then the mind guy wouldn't have enough time to make the move.
I just came to the conclusion that it's whoever wins is going to be based off chance. Because if they're continue, I think so. Because if they keep changing their moves to make sure the other person doesn't have a move, it's either going to be a stalemate or somebody's going to win on accident.
I'm just saying I'd rather know the future than to read the mind. The mind's easy enough to like change, like to muffle.
Then it also depends on how far into the future he can see.
I would not want to have any of those abilities.
I can only see like 2 seconds in the future.
What you mean?
Yeah, mind reading would be cool as long as you can control it.
As long as you're friends with everybody and you get along with everybody and everything in the world, yeah.
I
would
don't
agree.
know, because even
Oh,
your
no,
friends,
someone's
you
gonna-
can't. If you can hear their thoughts, then
No, but I'm
like,
saying if you can control it, you'd have to make the legitimate choice to be like, I will never read my friends' minds.
Then you're going to hear all of their thoughts until you learn how to control it.
That is
I
true.
mean, hopefully
Will I
by
have a
that.
sweet wheelchair?
Yeah. Oh, a sweet wheelchair. Good day.
I said good day.
I just don't want to be bald.
Now the future thing,
That's part of it.
the future thing could suck too, though. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
but had
you
known
just
the
step
future
outside
could
and be
suck.
like, Like, dang, I'm about to get hit by a car. Let me go back in the house.
Everything is ruined at that point. Like
Never go
you're
outside,
looking at the
kid.
menu and everything sucks.
Right. Oh, all this food's gonna
Yeah, we
suck.
spit in this food, and we this is raw chicken, and
Go to see it like Avengers, any Marvel movie, and you
Oh,
already
that's a
know what's
wrap.
gonna happen. You're like, damn it.
What kind of entertainment would you find if you are someone who could see the future?
you can play the blind game.
Music.
Oh, the blind game. Well, no, because then you know the future of it.
I mean, music can still be music. It ain't
Music
gonna
can be
Yeah.
entertaining. Yeah,
That's fair because I
the
know the
crescendo.
songs and all the
exactly.
words, and I'm still banging.
I'd probably just be walking around with headphones all day.
Yeah, that would help.
Ooh, probably some like really good like I Stray headphones, the ones that cancel noise very, very well.
Both
Why is
of
that
these
guy?
just sound
Why is
very
that guy
lovely.
blindfolded? Why is he walking around with headphones and blindfolded?
Because I can see the future.
Crazy.
Why is he smacking me with the stick?
That's a problem.
So, have you guys ever had a dream about something before it happened?
All the time.
Deja
Yes.
vu.
Not like deja vu. Definitely not
Oh.
deja vu.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what that is. I'm confused.
Is that not deja vu?
So,
Because I have dreams
So hard.
where
I feel
like
like deja vu is kind of like something that's happened and you dream it again and then it happens again.
well, so
No,
when
no.
when I have deja vu, it's like, for instance, like say we're having this conversation. I'll remember that I had a dream that we had this exact same conversation at this moment in the same place, and then I'll remember what happened
Like
in my
5
dream.
words before it happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you'll get like 5 words before it happens.
Yeah.
You're like, I know what you're about to say.
But
Is
in
that
my
not deja vu?
That is
that
The
deja vu.
alternative world.
but then in my dream, usually something bad will happen. So then I'll be waiting to be like, oh my god, is this about to happen? And it never happens.
They actually have a theory linked to the younger you are, the more it happens, which is totally true, at least in my case. It happened all the time when I was a kid, and now it like
Sure,
happens
this still happens to me.
periodically. I mean, I still get it, but not on the frequency. Like, I was reading the future, like when I was a kid. No lie.
I remember one time I was at work and I was like talking to my manager and I was like, oh my god, I'm having deja vu. I was like, are you about to fire me? And he was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, okay, good. Because in my dream, you fired me.
You just saved your employment. That's what happened.
Probably did.
Well, damn, I was going to, but
Damn, he
damn.
read through me.
He can see the future. He's
you
a
should've done
future
that.
seer.
Instead of asking if he was gonna fire you, you should have been like, I quit. And he's like, what? I was just gonna tell you about this great promotion.
I was about to give you a raise. Damn.
Like, oh, I'm kidding. April. Right, let's go to work.
No, but why do you, Rainbow? Do you have dreams like legit, like future dreams?
Like premonitions?
Yes, those.
Occasionally, yes. It's freaking scary.
It sucks. Yeah.
Do you have an
It
example?
definitely
Yeah,
sucks.
my mom
Before
said.
a month before my grandmother passed, I had a dream that she passed.
No.
I've never
Like
had
the
any
shit, the shit was
scary.
crazy. I had a friend that got into a car accident. Had a dream about it, and I was just like, "Yo, I need to start checking on people when I have dreams
Yeah,
like
you
this."
need to be
Hey,
letting
Ra-
people know not to leave the house.
Rainbow,
Hey.
do me a favor and don't have any dreams about me unless they're good.
I'm about to say, let me know when I hit the lottery. That's what I want to know.
And a week later, Yano died.
And
I
look,
saw
you
the
just edited-
fire.
It's so scary and creepy.
See, I've never had death. I always have like just random things, but it's always like I'll just be having a conversation. I'm like, holy shit, I've already had this conversation. And then it goes away and I'm like, that was weird. And then I go about my day.
Yeah, my mom has those premonition dreams too. Like
They're not okay. They're not okay.
she dreamed about both her parents passing and they happened like that week. And I was like, what the?
Ooh.
I was like, don't dream about me, mom. It's okay.
They actually say that you can actually sense death before it happens. So
Well,
like,
nobody wants to sense that shit.
What does
Yeah.
it feel
Return
like?
to sender.
Does it feel like Jello?
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
like
no.
you know stories where like people right before they die, they like see an angel or they
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
see things. Same thing. Your body is just like coming to terms or whatever.
Yeah, with
Hey,
her
man, I'm
mom
about
and
to put that down.
with her mom and dad, it was pretty much like they came in her dream and told her that they were gonna pass.
Yeah.
and then like that week they passed, and then it's weird. I don't know. It's crazy because they're all the way in Thailand too. So it's like, wow, like.
Mm.
Hmm.
I don't have anything cool like.
It's not fucking cool.
Oh, what?
Hey, Yano, shut your mouth. People are dying.
Sorry, I'm not like everyone else, man. So I guess mine
Definitely
is
not cool.
mine is I don't know if this is deja vu or what, but definitely I always had dreams where either I'm not gonna talk about those type of dreams, but I'm gonna talk about like
What?
um I always like I could see what the future of gaming was gonna look like at one point, and I could tell I knew we were gonna get to a point where, or not knew, but I envisioned it like these games that you could play with like 100 people in a game at one time. When the Super Nintendo was out, you're able to play with 100 or more people at one time, and you could play with anyone around the world. I foresaw that in my dream when I was like still playing Mario Kart in Super Mario World.
So
I don't know.
there's actually a cool story to that because I actually know a guy who had the same thing happen to him, but it was on a way crazier scale. So he told me not on one occasion, but two occasions, he had a dream of the winning lottery tickets, the numbers, and he didn't buy them. He didn't buy them on a hunch or anything like that. They were winners, millions and millions of dollars. And he
For
did it
the
twice.
for the audio listeners, if you can see my face right now.
Yeah.
I'm
And,
sorry. If you haven't dreamed about the lottery, just go and play them numbers.
Yeah.
Just
And
go
he
ahead
said that
and play them numbers.
if he ever had the dream again, he would buy one. But yeah, one of them was like I think it was like 168 million dollars or something like that, like somewhere up.
Like the Powerball.
Yeah, it was
I've
Powerball.
never dreamed about the lottery, but the day I do,
Yeah, same.
Playing them numbers.
I'm
Let
going
me get
straight to
those
the
$3
liquor store because
just in
they
case.
open 24 hours.
Yeah,
I don't care what I'm doing.
And the only reason I knew he wasn't lying was because he told his wife like before it got pulled. Everything. That's crazy.
You know, man, my mom had that
The wife
before
ain't
too.
gonna play those numbers. Yo,
Yo, my that happened to my mom too. She dreamed about lottery numbers, and she actually wrote them down, and she gave them to my dad to go buy them.
Oh, you didn't.
But he got off work late, so he decided that he would just get them tomorrow.
That day,
Bro, when they drew the numbers, like he ended up not buying them at all. The numbers came up. Like I remember being 10 years old and sitting there, and my mom's like, she's like, "Did you play the numbers?" And he's like, "No, I
am I
didn't."
the reason for the divorce? No, son, you're not.
Oh man, that was the craziest thing. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
They are divorced
would you like to go with your mom or dad?
now. Oh
Yeah, my
man,
parents
it's crazy.
always ask me that. Like, and then you have to sit down and talk for a second. Like, okay.
Ooh,
But yeah.
was that the last question, Rainbow?
Oh, we can't hear you, Lily. Your microphone went out.
Ah.
I think you're just too far away from your mic.
Oh no, I have it go for my stick. I didn't get a chance to set up my microphone.
I do have one
A
more
lot of-
question.
Oh,
What's one thing you guys can't live without?
Internet.
Friends.
I can't. I've tried.
that was my answer too. Internet.
Oh my god.
Internet, like is in actual Wi-Fi or just?
And
you know,
y'all
the-
legit have kids.
The internet.
Yeah, and my statement still stands.
And he repeated it.
Screw them
Internet.
kids. You know what I mean?
Like,
I
who
mean-
who else is gonna raise my kids?
Internet.
I want to see them try. I want to see them try.
That's why you need the internet.
Why did I have to think about it? I was like, who could it possibly be?
You know what?
Great
You got
question you brought up.
internet.
Is everyone choosing the internet? Man, video games. That's me. Comic books. Comic books. Give me comic books and I'm fine.
You can get rid of everything else in your entire life, and you want to keep comic books.
Food maybe. Can I keep food?
I mean, food necessities. I
food
wouldn't
is
say.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Well
just
then,
one
comic
thing or
books.
two things?
Do you read comics books like that?
I do. I keep one always by my bed.
Oh
night.
no,
Who is
That's
it
not
reading?
a comic book.
That's not a comic book.
it's not.
Yeah.
We all know what that one is.
Yano's
gotta
keeping
go
his
pull it out.
nudie magazines.
Oh
Oh
no,
man.
it's gonna be sticky.
I hope Yano pulls it out and he's like, "Oh, this isn't the book that I put over here."
You're gonna hear the pages
Currently,
like
I'm reading
open.
The Green Arrow.
Is that in a
Read or write.
protective sleeve?
Yeah, it better be in a protective sleeve.
Every night.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't have his headphones
his
on. He can't hear
condom.
nothing.
Oh,
He
couldn't
called
hear
it the
me.
Green
That was
Arrow?
funny. He called it the Green
Say to
Arrow.
us.
I'm
here for
sorry,
it.
that's not the internet, but yes, correct.
I mean, comic books are also.
It's
on the
really
internet,
funny because I
so-
can read comics on the internet, so I'm chilling.
By design.
Yeah.
Video
I don't think
games.
I can go without video games.
Video games. Definitely video games.
Yeah.
I thought
I guess
if there was
it
no
is.
electricity, I'm thinking,
guys.
what would I have? And then I said comic books.
Dang,
I'll
you
just be bored until the electricity came back on, to be honest. Go
you
take
hit
a
the
nap,
storm
maybe.
pass.
Go take me a nap.
Nay, nay.
You don't know?
Hmm.
You
I don't wanna
could,
try.
because there once was a time where we lived with only dial-up and we weren't on the internet that often.
And I was a miserable little kid.
You were
It
miserable?
took 3 days
my
to connect.
3 days to connect.
Yo, I actually remember trying to play RuneScape. So my mom had a computer in her room, and I like hacked her computer when I was like 12 because I knew her passcode. And I always got home first, and so I snuck on to play RuneScape. Took like 45 minutes to get on. And then by the time I got on, I got like maybe a level. They got home and I had to like shut the computer off real quick and run.
But the thing is, if I got caught because they called the house number and that house line was
Oh
busy.
yeah. My mom didn't call me. Thank God.
Oh, I
But
used to hate. I
got
used to
caught.
hate that because I had my computer in my
Got it
room.
I had a
But-
conquack. I hated that.
It's
thing.
actually funny because my parents' computer password was my mom's social,
Oh,
and
God.
I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. And
Terrible.
yeah, I got real
That's
good.
one way to.
Nah, but
I
you know,
know.
to be honest,
Caroline.
if it was like nah, Yano's right. If I didn't have my friends, I would that shit would be terrible.
Horrible.
I could live without the internet as long as my friends were around.
Oh, we love you
What a
too.
wholesome answer. The wrong one, but a wholesome one.
Oh, man.
Cause look,
Dude,
then
what's the wrong answer?
What is
It's
wrong?
his
then,
answer.
then none of us would have the internet. It'd be great.
What?
I wouldn't have to suffer alone.
Also, I don't know if you guys want another story about my crazy antics. So when my brother graduated, the janitor at my high school was like, "Hey, I remember that kid," and he was pointing at me. He was talking to my parents because they didn't know I was their kid or whatever. It's like he used to sneak into the computer lab and then just play games all day. I would literally lockpick the lock to get in and everything. You know?
Wild and
Crazy.
crazy kid.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
But was that the last one, Rainbow?
That was.
BTG is trying to get out of here. He's
Oh,
tired of our
wait.
antics.
Uh,
Little
all
bit.
those birds, Rainbow.
What?
The
What?
birds we got off with 2, and then you draw from there. We were supposed to do it. But
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about that.
Anyway.
No, we need to practice.
I want to try
why
it. What is it?
practice?
We'll do it next time.
What's happening?
I want to do
Dragon
it.
Ball Z. That means it's gonna be 3 weeks
So-
later.
Yeah, so yeah, let's do it next week because I don't
Yeah,
even
we
have.
still trying to do the
Well,
Doctor Strange.
that'll be the first thing we do. There's a tweet where it teaches you how to draw 2 birds on a.
Oh,
branch.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Wait, can
The
I try
viewers
real
can
quick?
do it No. The
Okay.
viewers
Y'all
can
gotta
do
try
it too, and
Yellow.
we'll drop them in.
I don't even
on
have nothing to
Discord.
write with.
Heck yeah,
Wait.
I'm here for that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
You
lot
ain't-
of words. What did you just erase?
His social.
Sometimes he falls
You know,
over
you
a
can't do it right now.
Oh,
And
okay.
why you draw your twos like that?
Yeah,
Terrible.
No.
All right, before we get out of here, we're gonna do games releasing this week. New releases coming out this week.
2K23
Biomutant.
comes out this week.
Yeah, Biomutant on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Got a 6.5. Was supposed to be a good game, but I heard it was pretty bad.
Not. It was very
I'm
bad.
pretty sure it's gonna be on Game Pass. Temtem, PlayStation 5, Series X, S, Switch, and PC. The Tomorrow Children Phoenix Edition, PlayStation 5 and 4. Jack Move on PC, September 8th. Steel Rising. Wait, that game's coming out? PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. NBA 2K23, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on September 9th. And Splatoon 3, September 9th on Switch.
Say it louder.
Is anybody excited for that game? Does anybody plan on playing that game?
I've never heard of it.
No, not really. I don't. I heard it.
Speaking of Splatoon,
Splatoon.
speaking of Splatoon 3, I want to do a stream. If you whoever's getting it, if y'all want to play, we'll be doing a stream on Friday. If you guys want to join, I'll probably say it'll be like 9ish Eastern time.
So 10:45 because you forgot, and we'll have to call you. Got it.
Probably, but no, probably won't because I'll be playing this game as soon as it comes out. Yeah, thanks for joining us on Team Night Kids After Dark podcast every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You catch us on Spotify, Anchor, and any of your and Apple Podcasts and any other podcast services that you like. If you guys have any recommendations or anything, please drop into the Discord, join us there, and let us know. We got a Let's Talk thread in the podcast. Yeah, it definitely helps. And like I said, thanks for joining us again. We will see you guys. Oh, shoot. Where can we find you guys, Lily?
Be loud. Oh my. Here we go. So you can find me at LilyMasume on Twitter and also LilyMasume on Twitch, which I have gotten back into daily streaming. Yay!
Dex.
BTG been trying to get out of here. He is ready to go.
Tired, man.
You can catch me at Professor_Daxter on Twitch or Professor Daxter, all one word, on Twitter. And if you guys want to keep up with my workout regimens and check out the new shirt, it's going to be on Instagram at fitness_with_Daxter. Make sure to follow.
Done by me.
What's happening, everyone? You can find me over at Twitter at NK_Yanonick or over on Twitch where I'm back streaming live consistently Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And you can find me at YANONICK. Thank you.
Rainbow.
You can find me on Twitter at X_Rainbowkisses. What about you, BTG? Where can we find you?
You can find me at Black and Tie Guy Plays on Twitch, where I have started streaming Pokemon Unite again. The new season started and Mew is out, and he's pretty strong. Just about to reach Master Rank. And you can find me on Instagram at Black and Tie Guy Plays and on Twitch at NK_BTG Plays. And that's it. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you. Have a great one, guys.
Later.
We're not going to force you.
Yeah, we will. If you want to see our incredible drawings. Do we got somebody to raid?
Yes, we do. Let's see here. I got this young lady.
Oh yeah, speaking of Pokemon, you can go ahead. I'll say it after the podcast. It's fine.
Okay, I'm posting in the chat. Oh, wait, what? There you go. Can you see it, BTG?
Sure can.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So we're gonna be rating. What is it? Paulina.
Yes.
Paulina. Got it.
She's a Mario character.
Raid has been created. Is that the word? It is the word.
She has an N64 controller. It's golden. I can see it in that little icon.
Isn't it?
Cool? All right, guys. Show her all the love that you guys show us. Love y'all. See y'all later.
Peace.
Peace. So, speaking of Pokemon, we watched Pokemon 2000. Was it 2000? The one where Ash like turns into a stone and then Pikachu cries and then he becomes normal again. Is that the one?
That was the first
Oh,
Pokemon movie.
Ash
Yeah, the
was
first Pokemon.
Yeah.
She loved Mew.
Did she?
She was like, "That is the cutest thing." It's like, "Thank you, 4-year-old daughter. I
Taking care of the
agree.
baby,
Mew is
so
adorable."
Let's see. Oh, you
I'm
were
sorry,
doing
I
a
didn't hear what you said,
podcast.
Professor.
Let me see. And